Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
You've got a new thing out, don't you?
Yes, coming this Wednesday, if Chris timed it right, is our first episode of something called Infinite Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about Infinite Perfect. Is it infinite and perfect?
Neither.
Okay.
It is a name that sounds good when it rolls off the tongue.
I do agree with that.
Anyway, what this is I have more free time than Chris does, and I would like to use some of that time to work on more shit. So I've created an emerging series of solo podcasts based around clever anecdotes and why I enjoy a particular game more than other games. They are long, winding, largely kind of get deep into the weeds on some shit, I think. But I think they're interesting. I had fun making them. If you've listened to our Ridge Racer Type 4 episode, that is basically episode 0 of Infinite Perfect.
It's not only analysis of the game, but it's also like an analysis of your personal relationship with the game.
Right, yeah. The goal is to not make a Wikipedia regurgitation. I want to tell you why I think the game is neat, specifically tied to some ancient aspect or modern aspect of living a life.
Yes.
Yeah, Patreon will definitely get them with significant advance. The first one comes this Wednesday. It is on Burning Rangers, a Sega Saturn game that everyone loves.
Everyone, including me.
Yep, Chris is on that episode for about 10 seconds.
Yep. All right, would you like to hear... Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast discussing classic Japanese role-playing games, chapter by chapter, beat by beat. Welcome back to Season 5. It's Xenosaga Episode 1, as you know. Also, as you know, my name is Chris. I'm joined today in a basement that has lots of Gundam parts on the floor by Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hey, Chris, quick question. What Patreon tier is Infinite Perfect on?
All.
Okay.
I think I put it on every one of them, so I think even if you're a $1 member, you get it.
You get it early. Everyone will get it. They'll get it early. Okay.
Yeah. As always, we're joined by the RealNet, a collective of patrons who are watching us record live on a secret video feed on YouTube, which they gained access to at patreon.com/retroam. Hello, RealNet. Thank you for joining us.
We're also joined by the FakeNet, our post-production AI companion, who enjoys putting worlds inside of worlds in Cocoon.
Initializing FakeNet.
It's impossible to be mean when I am but a dream within a dream.
Cocoon, you like Cocoon? It won some awards the other day.
Oh, it did? At the Game Awards?
I think it won Best Indie Debut.
Okay. I mean, we can all agree, but between the three of us here, I'm the dumbest, right?
I don't know if that's true.
I think it's true, absolutely.
Okay.
Especially in regard to puzzle games, because I get frustrated and quit them with frequency.
Oh, okay.
Cocoon is good enough to where I finished it.
Oh, congratulations. Great job. I think I may have bought it or wishlisted it.
Something. It's in your possession somehow.
Yeah, maybe on my Steam Deck. Cool.
But our Cocoon, Chris, is called a Miltian flashback. We are ensnared in this.
Yeah, ensnared in combat and ensnared in cutscenes, which we have just waltzed into another one, right?
Music, Song of Nephilim plays as the trio of Ziggy, Momo, and Junior scoot down the city street. A small plane flies overhead and then crashes. Gunfire fills the background. Did you know if it was the same plane, the same model that sat down in the flashback with Cherenkov in Margulis? That weird VTOL thing.
That landed on the building?
Yeah. I was just curious if they were using models or if someone built a new ass plane for this.
I mean, it could have been the same model of plane though, right?
Gunfire fills the background. The camera then cuts to a fairly chaotic shot of armed URTVs machine gunning the local populace. Junior knows what's up. Every single one of them is infected. So the URTVs that were built to protect from Udu have gone rogue, corrupted by the woke mind virus.
Yes, they were retroviruses, but apparently the retrovirus is not...
It's not doing it right.
It's not retroing.
It's fucked up.
I guess. Because shouldn't they be here? Are they
They have the energy that fights the Udu.
But so why are they... If they have the energy that fights the Udu, why do they have machine guns?
Udu physically manifests as it infects other things. Perhaps that's why the Miltia's fucked. You can't get there because everything's been Udu blasted.
Oh, God. This is too much for me.
Yeah, it's like something... It's flavor blasting, but for Udu.
Yeah, okay.
But then a different URTV, one with black hair, starts gunning down the Nazi-coated blonde ones. I guess that's Guinan?
It's got to be Guinan.
Baby Guinan then screams, "Rubido, where are you, Rubido?"
Rubido! Where are you? Rubido!
Chris, what is more fucked? Robot child soldiers gunning each other down in Xenosaga in 2003, Or human teens pointing special evoker guns at their heads and pulling the trigger to summon personas in Persona 3 in 2007.
Ooh, I think that the Persona 3 thing is more fucked up.
Putting the gun at your head, the pistol, and pulling the trigger?
Because it happens frequently.
Yeah, about 5 times per battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So just based on scale, in overwhelming amount of instances, that's more fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Baby Guinan leaps off a car and runs down the street. Junior wonders if that's Guinan. We then cut to Junior alone in some kind of devastated arena. He observes child Guinan strolling by, using his gun as a walking stick. Out of nowhere, some kind of energy blast knocks my dude off a ledge and onto the fenced webbing at the floor below. Like he's on top of the cage in a steel cage match. A white-haired junior boy, I'm assuming that's Albedo, then levitates, slowly placing himself down on the floor next to baby Guinan. He's radiating pink energy and staring Guinan down as Guinan begins to sit up. So this is the virus-infected Albedo? And Guinan is like one of the few that is resisting the infection?
Yeah, what is infecting them? Is it Udu that's infecting them?
The virus. Remember, there's the virus.
But what's the virus?
Udu.
Udu's the virus.
I think so, but these things were built to fight Udu, so why is Udu specifically taking them over?
They're supposed to be retroviruses, but they didn't all work.
I think so. Like there's some maybe DNA variation that made it ineffective on the URTVs with black and or red hair.
Sure. Albedo, by the way, when he's kind of floating down, he's already villain posing.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's acting the part from a young age.
Yeah.
Junior rushes up to the scene screaming Guinan's name. But then he flashes back to the present with Momo and Ziggy in the fucked parking lot with burning and smoking cars.
Mm-hmm.
A concerned Momo asks Junior if he's all right. He hesitates, struggling to speak, but he says he's fine. A worried Momo says Junior's name again, but then he snaps and screams that he's fine.
Junior?
I said I'm fine!
Ziggy says nothing, which is very funny, but then my dude immediately apologizes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Junior surveys the wreckage of bodies and damns it, and he wonders what the hell this is.
What the hell?
What the hell is this?
He wonders what's going on here, and then it fades to black.
There's a lot of blood splatter on the wall, too.
Yeah.
It's the same, like, blood spatter texture that was used when guys were getting fucked up on the Waglinde.
2 days ago in a murder trial, we spent an hour and a half on blood spatter.
Oh, were you watching Dexter?
That would have maybe helped contextualize it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Now let's go to the fucked park.
Yeah.
Nephilim plays, and we're back at that park with Shion, Alan, and the ghost girl. I think her name's Nephilim. Have we learned that yet?
Yeah, we just learned it.
And Chaos. It's very funny to me that Chaos is here. I mean, he must be like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, this
like,
is...
I'm glad I'm a part of this.
I'm glad I'm here. Also, I know everything that's going on, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
It's like I already have like perfect recall of all of this, but whatever. Shion and the ghost girl are on the swing set. The girl confirms that this is Miltia, sort of.
A world of unbroken memories slumber at the depths of your consciousness.
Shit.
Cosmos has sensed this and recreated it.
Shit.
This world, it is also Cosmos memory as well.
As Nephilim is swinging on the swing here, when she reaches the apex of her swing, part of her skirt disappears.
Does it clip out?
Yeah, it's like it clips through her legs. Yeah.
All right, good. So someone didn't model her skirt fully for full swing ascension.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's only on the high shot.
So this is Shion's memory that Cosmos sensed and rebuilt because it's also Cosmos' memory, Cosmos Shion's daughter confirmed. Does it have generational genetic memory?
Yeah, did she do that on purpose, or was that just something that
she put
happened?
Human memory in, like she put subconscious human memory in robot?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just...
Someone did.
Why is Junior here? Or is this only Shion's memory? Is this park? And like Junior's memory is recreating all the bullshit from his scenario?
Because Cosmos has some sort of memory from that period of time.
Yeah.
Then Junior is resonating as well. Also, we have 5 playable characters with us.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are some Sega games, some late-era Genesis games that contain code from like Sonic Crackers or some other... Sonic Crackers is the prototype for Knuckles Cat. It's a long story.
Okay.
My point is there could be like, for example, like let's say Vector Man, if you look deep enough, has code from like Golden Axe in it.
Yeah. Because
it was part of the same code base and it's just dummied out. Is that what's happening here where there's like ancient shit inside Cosmos that just happens to be that? Or am I overcomplicating it?
No, I think that's probably fair. Would this mean that Cosmos was present at this? She wasn't. Shion was...
I think whoever originally built it may have been present, and then that code base from that time, like maybe there's URTV code inside of... I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
Fucking robots. Shion objects to this, but the ghost girl counters.
Memories do not belong solely to one person, and they are not fixed to just one location.
Okay, that answers a lot.
Okay.
Shion's like, no, it's not that. The original Cosmos was. Then we flash to a hyper-saturated rooftop standoff.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's like decently shot.
Yeah.
Shion is pointing a pistol at Cosmos. I think the prototype version of Cosmos that was like beige and...
The archetype.
Yeah, the archetype,
Yeah.
right. The ghost girl finishes Shion's sentence, telling everyone the original Cosmos was destroyed at that incident 2 years ago.
With my revolver?
Yeah. We then get an incredible slow-motion sequence of Shion blowing Cosmos' head off. Like the head literally explodes and the body crumples to the ground. Shion falls back in horror. But then it has a head again. It charges towards Shion, but then Kevin steps in front of Shion right as Cosmos slices through his gosh dang chest.
Someone dear to you as well.
So the one that killed Kevin, was that the same one that was a different one than the one that she blew the head off of?
I think it regrew the head.
It regrew the head.
It regrew the head, which I can also do.
I mean, or she hallucinated blowing the head off, or like it repaired itself with nanotechnology.
Is this the same moment in which like Cherenkov was coming to commandeer it or whatever for Utic?
I don't know. I don't know where like the Cherenkov incident was in relation to this. Like if this is like it going rogue at the end of the Cherenkov incident. Because there had to only be one incident where it freaked out and killed people, right? Like wouldn't you shut that project down after the first time?
We do say the incident. We don't say the incidents.
Was the Cherenkov incident also 2 years ago?
I don't know.
It's got to be. Why would it be separate? Like this has to be like on a rooftop or something that same day.
Yeah.
It's a rooftop.
Cliff Racer also posits that these were remembered out of order, which is also possible.
Yeah, sure. Music. The girl who closed her heart.
Oh, the girl who stole the stars.
The heart-stealing girl.
Yes.
Star-stealing girl.
The girl who stole the treasure that cannot be stolen.
Cannot be stolen. There's only like 3 different JRPG themes ever. It's all just remixed fucking
Yeah.
reminisce.
Ensemble theme.
The ghost girl continues.
Joyful memories form only one half of the whole.
That's a sentence.
Only when they are combined together with the other half can your consciousness truly take form.
You must know.
That's a one-winged angel thing. Right there.
But so your memories are 2 one-winged angels that must be whole to ascend?
Yes.
All right.
With someone else's memories. I don't fucking know. Anyway, go ahead.
Combine your memories with others to find enlightenment.
To create the devastator of memories.
You must. No. All of you must accept the entirety of your memories.
Lightning cracks and the ghost girl confirms. Shion must return to Miltia once again. I guess she means in real life. To like complete the memory sequence. To complete her training.
Yeah. I mean, Shion is obviously a scenario piece, so something has to be made whole, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's keep going.
We then cut to a slumped over dead man with a little girl in bed.
That's Dad?
According to the script, this was Shion's dad with little Shion in bed.
Okay, that's what it looks like to me.
Back in real life, Shion leaps off the swing set and demands the ghost girl tell her why she must go to Miltia.
Please tell me the answer.
I don't know. I understand why they didn't do this. It's a serious game, but I would really like if Shion got up to speed and then flew off the swing set. Like a flourish.
Well, I mean, if you're already going fast and you have to get off immediately to ask an important question, then you would have to do that, right?
Yeah, just immediately fly off of it. The ghost girl points her hand toward the building and then says,
Only Cosmos knows the answer to that question. She is waiting for you there.
Alan yells to wait up for him and he scampers off after Shion.
Love scampering.
The ghost girl then addresses Chaos.
Are you sure this is what you want? There is no turning back.
Chaos replies,
I know, but Shion is vital to her.
Oh, so Chaos has finally revealed himself as a scenario, maybe not a scenario guy, but a piece of the scenario.
She asks if that's what Chaos wants.
Yeah.
Like he has the power to change this, so he's letting it happen.
So if this is what he wants, then he is a scenario. Is Chaos a scenario guy, yes or no?
All that he wants is another baby.
Yeah, but does that make him a scenario guy? I think it does. It may not be in the same tier as like...
He has an air of benevolence, though, that his soft voice and anime features bring out.
That's true.
So clearly what Chaos wants has to be the path of order.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, We can't have multiple different... We have to have different kinds of scenario guys. The Council of Fucked Up Guys is clearly evil. Wilhelm, as a scenario guy, wants to do something that benefits him to make money, I think. Or do third impact shit.
I think it's... Yeah, because he's got the Compass of Order, remember?
Right,
So
the Compass of Order, of course. Right. And his own Venetian mask slaves or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. God damn it. All right, well... I mean, this is really our first explicit, like...
Chaos knows some shit moment.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily, because we kind of saw him in the Zohar zone a couple times, like early in the game.
Oh yeah, the Zohar zone, right behind her.
Yeah, but now we kind of know that he's connected with Nephilim.
We actually have one more line in this sequence. After he says, Shion is vital to her. To that, the little girl replies, and to you as well, what will you do? Chaos continues to lean against the swing set pole. He does not answer, and the little girl evaporates into red particles. So she's asking, is she also important to you? What choice will you make? I guess that means Shion's going to, like, he'll have to make a choice if he, like, Lazaruses her to life after she gets killed or it's like if she's important to him or his scenario.
But who's her?
It's gotta be Shion. Or Cosmos. He did do some, like, weird shit at Cosmos, right?
She's important to her.
Shion is important. Either Cosmos is important to Shion or Shion's important to Cosmos.
Oh, okay.
And Chaos has a vested interest in both of those.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Playing the video game now?
Yes. Miltia Park, playable. Background, new whirring with strange percussion in the background. I go back and run around the playground.
Did you speak with the monument?
What did it say?
It said, Eternal Peace for the Children, Miltia Park.
It's not like Third Park in Yakuza.
Children's Park.
Children's Park 3. Shion kicks up grass when she runs through the grassy area and dust when she runs through the dusty area, Chris.
Love dust, love grass.
There's a red bucket and blue shovel by the Playhouse dome thing.
Allergic to both.
I cannot climb the ladder to the slide.
Damn.
I head across the bridge into the next area, which is a lot more of the same sunset walkway architecture. It reminds me of walking around Shiba in the evening, something I did. There's a giant penguin, teddy bear, snowman, pink troll thing, seal with a beach ball, wooden girl that I thought was Mokujin, and a robot sculpture. You can blow them all up.
Yes, and get things.
On one platform is a Gnosis, which of course turns to attack me. This is pretty funny. That they just put a Gnosis in this sculpture of fucked up shit.
They've done that a couple times in the past.
Enemies.
Bugbear,
orange and blue Gnosis.
Yeah, big sausage boy.
He's got a heal-all move, which is irritating when he's paired with all the kobolds. Speaking of which, kobolds.
Kobolds, yeah.
I think Suikoden was my first recognized kobold encounter. I didn't know that was a popular game enemy archetype.
I think there's at least one other. I mean, there's not kobolds in Final Fantasy?
I don't know. I don't think so. FakeNet, what else are kobolds in?
Initializing FakeNet. Final Fantasy 14.
I didn't know it was like an orc class of bad dude.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, kobolds are little pointy head bug ninja scyther ass guys in this game.
Yeah, they've got real strong polygon heads.
Yeah.
And when they're moving around on the world map, they, I don't know, sharpen their knives or something, and they've got this
That's like their idle animation?
Yeah, they've got this kind of like horror-esque, like, I'm going to chop you up with my cleaver kind of thing going on.
These guys kind of go hard and dodge all my stuff. It's pretty bad for me.
Oh yeah, they have really high dodge. It's kind of rough, especially when you get in these big groups of kobolds. It's kind of annoying.
Is it all the enemies for this area? That's all I found. I didn't know if you'd seen anything else.
Yeah. I
head down some stairs, observe this park's borders in a heavily wooded area. The lower level is crumbling, and the UMN bunny is down there lying on its side.
Yeah, you can observe this bunny, and Shion says, I've always liked this character since I was little. At first glance, it looks very cute, but there's something more to its allure than that.
There is a version of this game that I don't think exists, where the UMN bunny is like the deep-seated sleeper cell. That like her friendship with that at a young age is going to manifest as like a bad adult scenario that's been watching her this entire time.
Also a party member?
Yeah, also a party member, right. Fuck.
Okay. Next screen?
I exit to the third screen, which is a top-down shot through the glass roof of a small hallway. It kicks out to a pedestrian walkway near a city street, then moves through shattered concrete barriers to access further pathways through more ruined streets, where I find a PM card E.
Great. What do those PM cards do anyway? Anybody know? FakeNet?
Ask us later in the show.
Initializing FakeNet. I don't know. Something with the card game, maybe. Every Google result, everything in my memory banks is just locations of the cards.
There's a lady with green hair out here. That's not what I wanted to see. My flashback.
Is this the enemy lady, right?
Really? How long is he going to make me wait? We said 4 o'clock in front of the park. Sigh. Oh, well, I haven't been on a date in a while, so I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward
morphs into a
Larva
Larva
Lava-doll.
lady in a dress with a Satan cape and bloody headdress.
They look kind of like those fucked up ladies that were in Xenogears. Can't remember what they're called right now. Had it written down. Can't find it.
Not Dora, right? That was just the head.
It might have been Dora. The same concept, I should say.
Speaking of concept, what is unique about fighting larva dolls?
Fucking heal them.
That's right. Only healing shit hurts them.
Yeah.
It's one of those fights. I descend down a manhole because what's our time to sewers?
I think we've already been to the sewers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We were in the sewers of the Pleroma.
Right.
A little bit.
Okay,
but
we're back in the sewers.
Back in the sewers in a relatively short game.
Down here, it has the background noise from Screaming Hole on the Elsa.
Yeah.
We're down here for 3 or 4 seconds before going up more stairs and finding the switch to open up the gate at the first section of the park as the park whirring resumes.
That allows us to go back and access the save point, right?
Yes, it opens that gate. There's also a troll down here. Big purple guy. Beige gross boy.
Yeah, he's got some, let's call them barnacles all over him a little bit. Yeah,
infected.
Yeah, but they're symmetrical with each other. Symmetricalbarnacles.com.
Right, it's a good website. I go there all the time.
Yeah.
Part of my daily rotation. Also down here is segment address number 5 with a double buster inside. What do you think that does?
Double buster. Let you attack twice or something?
2x tech attacks when equipped.
Oh, shit. I think I missed that.
It's pretty good. You should go back and get that in your encephalon.
I need to encephalon dive a little bit next time I play.
I proceed to fight this troll again for an hour over and over to get experience and tech points and shit.
Oh, wow. So you're not just going to go into this boss fight later and just get fucked up over and over again?
No, I like to be over-prepared. Grinding is the worst thing ever in an RPG, but I do it habitually because I'm not good enough to use the mechanics appropriately.
Gotcha. Okay.
Apparently, the party levels up with me. I wasn't sure if that was true or not. It's just what I seem to think.
Good.
Chris, what is the funniest thing that can happen after leveling up and grinding for an hour?
Your power goes out.
The game froze up after an hour and died.
Oh.
My network adapter died, and I switched to a slim PS2 to continue playing this game while I wait for a new network adapter to arrive in 3 days.
Oh, good. Or bad, actually.
Yeah.
Good.
It's pretty that was in August. Goddamn.
Oh, I did get the goddamn double buster.
But you forgot about it.
Yeah. Here it is right here. Idiot.
I get Shion and Chaos to level 24. Then I go back to that first sewer we passed earlier. I get down here and it's more Screaming Hole background whirring, and there's 2 new enemies. Gremlin.
I think we've seen gremlins before, haven't we?
Floating bug guy, little feeler hands.
Yeah, they look a little bit like...
Oh, yeah, they were on the Woglinde, I think. We electrocuted them.
Mutant silverfish.
Mutant silverfish is good. It's a good pull. Also skyfish.
Those were the ones that were along with the boss in the Woglinde.
Slicer handmen who are bugs.
Yes, handmen who are bugs. That's correct. These are a lot easier than the other guys.
Do you think they have the... Oh, you mean the trolls and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, these and the kobolds. It's like, again, they weren't sure how to properly lay the enemies out, or it was done very quickly or what, because the power curve on this isn't necessarily smart.
Yeah.
I flip a switch, cross a bridge, and get out of here through some slushy water. Is that all you've got before we go to Junior and his friends?
I ran into some double larva dolls. Did you do that?
Not quite yet. How'd that go?
Oh. It went fine. Cross the bridge, double larva dolls, but by this point in time, I already understood how to do it, so it's a quick EXP boost a little bit.
Did you cast healing spells or throw medkits at them?
Healing spells.
I threw medkits.
Oh.
I have plenty.
What if you need them later?
What if I need that at EP later, Chris?
Oh, good point.
Jesus. EP's a more valuable resource than medkits. I got medkits for days.
Okay.
Ruined Miltia. Background, it's the battle whirring with the battle sound effects. We're Junior. I step inside a burning coffee shop and pick up a rejuvenator. What's the coffee shop called? You got that written down?
Go ahead, just tell me.
Undergirl Cafe.
Undergirl Cafe. No, I don't have that. Must have missed it.
There's an enemy here. It's called Gerdzog UT. It's orange, gray, black variant of that troll thing.
Well, it's a robot, though.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Robot, troll, whatever. Same thing. I then enter the subway for the Miltian Park station. The whirring is super loud here, but then it calms down to normal. I enter the blue laser door, keep holding left, and walk Junior through it despite not being able to see him. It's one of those tricky things. That gets me to segment address 15, and inside that is an angel ring.
Ooh, what's that do?
FakeNet, what do you think that does?
Initializing FakeNet.
It halves EP costs.
You could have also gotten here by blowing up the glass from the outside. I just wasn't that smart. I head down a northwest staircase to another subway platform. It's a low-light neon blue theming down here. It looks nice. I get down on the tracks, which is dangerous. But then I head back up and go down the southwest stairs. I climb some rubble, get on top of a future subway train car where I find a ramp to a vending machine with a red topaz. Move along more train tracks, eventually getting into a train car. I climb a catwalk, blow some shit up, make a treasure chest fall through a train car window. I go back there and get that. Do you know what it is?
No.
Venom block.
Oh, yeah, Venom block, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
I'm getting some dirty water, the same water Shion and Chaos walked through earlier. I believe our paths will soon cross.
Finally. This section of the game took a long goddamn time.
Yeah.
Because Momo's not very good, and I did not have Ziggy leveled up very much. So I had to start dumping those tech point items into people so they would have some skills. On the,
you had to burn your ether upgrade Zs and all that stuff.
Yeah, so they have something on the fast slots.
Yeah, it definitely, and it's not really easy to see where to go either. This is, I think, the most asset-wise, the most complex dungeon so far, to like, where am I going? What is all this stuff?
Yeah, the part where you have to kind of loop back to the east and go down the train tracks, I got stuck there for a minute because I couldn't figure out, like, I didn't realize that was a door.
Yeah. I mean, that Final Fantasy VII thing where you push a button and it just tells you where all the doors are.
Yeah, that was cool, I guess.
I kill some skyfish, gremlins, climb a ladder, found a door with a chest for a key for decoder 12. Ruined Miltia outside Labyrinthos cutscene.
Yep.
Music, Song of Nephilim plays.
Oh, Unto Madness.
From a top-down angle, we see Junior Momo and Ziggy making their way through the craggy, ruined city streets. We then cut to a head-on shot and see the sky engulfed in the kaleidoscopic quagmire of pinks, yellows, and reds.
Yes, the Udu probably.
Our heroes post up in front of a large building, one that Junior identifies as the UTIC organization's central tower, Labyrinthos.
You can't be an organization of fucked up guys without calling your central tower Labyrinthos.
I was going to say, why would you call it that? Why would you call your fucked up tower Labyrinthos?
Because you're a fucked up guy.
That's right. That's a good point.
Speaking of fucked up guys.
It'd be funny and ironic. What?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, speaking of fucked up guys, we have one coming up.
The camera pans up the tower. It's a fairly nondescript tower except for two weird-ass sets of wings or fins just jutting out of the east and west sides. At the edge of one of the balconies, we hear a Jesus-posing man speak some Shakespearean soliloquy, some literal Book of Revelation shit, Revelations 2013. Do you want to activate now or later?
I'm activated.
All right.
I was activated the first line, and the sea gave... Well, you're going to play it.
Hallelujah! And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works.
The sea gave up the dead which were in it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally activated.
Catholic schoolboy activation.
That was number 6.
Chris Momo knows the voice. This motherfucker is
Daddy.
Dr. Joachim Mizrahi. He's voiced in this episode by William Frederick Knight before Ed Cunningham took over in episode 3. Chris Knight died in 2022 at the age of 88. Before he passed away, he voiced Old Man in The Melody of Oblivion, Old Man in Paranoid Agent, Old Man in Runic Theater, Old Man in Trigon Episode 5, and Old Wolf in Wolf's Rain.
Wow. What about Old Snake? He didn't voice Old Snake?
Did not voice Old Snake. David Hayter did.
Damn.
Chris, who's your favorite old man?
Oh, the one from Paranoia Agent.
I mean, just in general.
Oh, in general.
Like all of old men. Give me you can do top 3 if you want. But you actually knew who Old Man was in Paranoia Agent?
No, I know Paranoia Agent, though, I'm sure.
This guy sounds old as his fucking deal.
Yeah. My favorite old man, on the spot, I can't think of anybody except for Radius.
Oh, good, from Chrono Cross. Yeah. My favorite old man, my secret favorite gimmick is old men in fighting games because they should not be doing this shit.
Oh, yeah, like Shun-Di.
Shun-Di, like I have 2, Shun-Di and Wang Jinrei.
Yeah, Wang Jinrei.
Wang Jinlei.
Shun-Di is a drunk old man, too. That's even better. The guy who only uses one arm from Street Fighter 3, isn't he like 100, Oro?
No, I was thinking of Street Fighter, but I was thinking of Gen.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, old men rule.
I can't wait to be one.
There's a good old man in Fatal Fury as well, but his name escapes me.
FakeNet, what's the Fatal Fury old man name?
Initializing FakeNet.
That's probably Tung Fu Ru.
SNK, son. Momo screams for daddy, and an indignant Ziggy replies, what? Great.
I'm your daddy. Why are you screaming at him?
Is Ziggy shocked that it's Mizrahi, or is he worried that Momo will interfere with history like we're doing some time travel shit, or is he upset that he is not daddy?
I think he's upset that he's not daddy. But
I think so too.
Actually, I think it was like a bad voice direction because I think he wasn't supposed to be saying what.
He goes, what?
I think he was supposed to be more closer to the like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay, yeah. So more what of the scenario, not that Joachim Mizrahi's about to do some Mizrahi shit.
There was a nani there, and it wasn't the inflection. The inflection wasn't well directed.
I know of the multiple uses of nani from so many Yakuza games.
Nani.
Momo rushes up to the building, but Ziggy grabs her hand and yanks her back. He wonders where she's going. At the foot of the stairs, Momo pleads with Ziggy to let her go.
Let me go! Daddy! Daddy's calling for me!
Ziggy, getting it now, says, oh, is that really him? Junior confirms.
That's Joachim Mizrahi. Without a doubt.
How are you feeling about that name? That's a good-ass name, right? Joachim Mizrahi.
I've always been a proponent of Joachim Mizrahi from a name perspective.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. It's
multiple
like,
syllables.
Yeah. I'm actually upset that Dr.
Dmitry Yuriev.
Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue in quite as a fun way.
It's too much. It's like too complex to say all the time.
Yeah. But then again, this game was written in Japanese, so.
Mizrahi were they still not important? Mizrahi continues to get epic.
And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Rejoice all ye, the time for feasting has come.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've talked about this on this podcast before, but I want the presence of mind to say, when I'm dying, do not grieve, for soon I'll be one with the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like, that would be some tight-ass shit to do and then die.
Yeah.
How's this, do you think, for final words? Because after this, he bursts into flames and throws himself off the top of the building.
I'd say this is pretty good, but this is planned.
Oh, this was like theatrical? He's doing this for effect?
Yes.
Next question. Krish, your dad hasn't died yet, but what if he does and you got to see an instant replay?
That'd be fucked up.
I think so. So I'm trying to get in like Momo's headspace here. If like,
yeah.
Momo finally breaks free of Ziggy's grasp. She rushes toward the front of the building, I guess to intercept the burning falling father. And she catches him, but his ass dissolves into particles or whatever.
Nothingness.
Momo double daddy screams and Junior expresses sympathy. Ziggy, though, starts to believe.
All this before me. Is this really Miltia from 14 years ago?
It is.
Which is a clue to our idiot audience.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ziggy.
The world dematerializes and our heroes fall into the iridescent abyss. Strange symbols manifest in the light, and white light dominates the screen. Nobody says anything. Fade out. Do you know what this is?
No.
This is what you do when you can't figure out how to get your characters from one place to the next and just say fuck it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Also, it's the end of the scene. It's the end of the flashback.
Yeah, but we're never going to a different flashback.
Sort of.
I don't know, or flash sideways, flash.
I think we're just in a forest for no goddamn reason.
Because someone made it.
Yes.
Ruined Miltia Forest. We're back to Shion and chaos. The background hum is different, so of course I captured it. What starts out as a burned city slowly gives way to a more wooded area. There are trees and rays of sunshine shining through them. I walk past a crashed, burning helicopter.
Why?
I found a PM Card D in a cave with a long campfire.
Yeah?
That.
Did you fight some bad guys?
Sure, we can do that.
Fought some basilisks.
Crimson bugs, sharp lion's mane, big bug ass, probably full of chemicals and shit.
Yeah, they do cast poison, so it checks out.
They shoot lightning and thunder out of that ass.
Yeah.
Chris, they shoot out poison, but all of my characters block poison. What do you think about that shit?
I think that you're a really good gamer, Eric.
Thank you.
I think in my case, only Chaos had that ability.
The next area has a human bunny blowing up mechanical carrots and extracting soda before it scampers off.
Yeah, this is some RPG shit right here. Like,
this is what I need.
Really needed this to happen right now.
I hope this is never explained.
I don't think it is.
When you see a log bridge, what do you most worry about in video games?
Oh, the log bridge is going to fall down.
Or I'm going to have to use a balancing mechanic to get myself across it in annoying and frustrating ways.
Oh, you thought you were going to have to Nathan Drake 6-axis?
Yep, Nathan Drake 6-axis across the log bridge.
Yeah, well, don't worry, it's 2003. That has not been invented yet.
Speaking of the Nathan Drake 6-axis, I downloaded the demo for Drake's Fortune on my PS3 when it came out, and you played that, and we both could not believe there was a fucking 6-axis log thing in the demo.
We couldn't believe that in like a wow, this is cool thing?
No, as in like, god damn it.
Oh, okay.
Like, because like we'd already been out. No, it hadn't been out. Yeah, it was already out for a year at that point. And we were like, I don't want to do this.
Oh, yeah, good point.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
At some point, I blow up a bunch of rocks, walk through some caves, wade through some water, back, find a chest perched on a rock to receive a blue topaz.
By the way, there is a very explicit Nathan Drake scene in Godzilla -1.
The one where he teams up with King Kong? Does Nathan Drake come and try to fight King Kong?
No, this is the Japanese film that just came out that is being very critically praised.
On next screen, I see a rabbit with a Coke can. He's using the tree as a stump, as a table, and they're seating for 3 around the stump. Then he grabs the can and runs inside his little rabbit house, which has no roof, is in the middle of the woods.
It's a carrot juice.
I found a bridge I had to crank to walk down to a waterfall. That was nice. That leads to a cave that leads to a screen where which those lead to mechanical carrots, which lead to me blowing them up and getting 4x carrot juice. What the fuck is happening?
I agree. You know what's funny is that you're kind of like And I appreciate the way that you're doing this, but you're kind of like blazing through all this stuff, all these environmental things, and I don't have notes on this, so I'm tabbing through my playthrough of it, and this is like an hour and a half for me, but we're covering it in the podcast in like 20 minutes because it's just fucking fighting these long battles.
Yeah, there's a lot. You're getting a preview of Xenosaga 2 right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of battles, and the battles take quite a while, and they're not ones that you can necessarily mash through. In fact, the screenshot I'm looking at right now is me with a dead Shion.
Good. Just laying there, sitting this one out, bud. I then approached the bunny's house. He has a nice chair, a wood stove, a bed with a checkerboard patterned comforter, a shower with a wraparound curtain, a CRT, a refrigerator, and a halogen lamp and a treasure chest in his house.
Great.
I put my carrot juice on the stump because that's what the game wants me to do.
Yeah.
The rabbit celebrates and farts green gas. I have control, and I run inside of his goddamn house.
You got it on your first try?
Yeah. I'm an MLG. This is some MLG shit, man.
I failed 4 times, had to go back and get more carrot juice.
See, if you had done the Gnosis training earlier, that would have given you the skills necessary to run away at the Waglinde.
The trick is that if you notice the bunny throughout the game, his eyeballs are drawn along with marker, right?
Okay.
They're squiggly eyeballs. In the back, he's got a fucking face on the back of his head.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've got that in capital letters.
I
get there first. It concedes defeat.
Yeah, but the trick is that you're supposed to sneak around him without him seeing you, but...
He has eyes in the back of his head.
Yes, and Shion will note that he has eyes in the back of his head if you fail this enough.
Oh, it just tells you? That's good. I'm glad you got that note, Chris.
I figured it out, but still couldn't do it because my timing was off or something, so congratulations for being a very good gamer.
Thank you. Does the head look to you like the moon head from Majora's Mask?
Yes, absolutely it does. That's actually perfect.
Yeah. It introduces itself as Bunny and tells me we're the first people to come into this room. Forests these days are even more dangerous, so be careful. I take Decoder 3 from his home.
Yes, it's been a great time. So why is this here? Like
somebody made it. We need some fun, jovial times in the middle of this video game to get a decoder ring.
Let me rephrase my question. How can we backdoor this into the narrative? Is this part of the Cosmos encephalon brain?
If it's Shion or Junior's memory, then this is part of the reason why. Maybe you can explain it. Why this is why Shion likes the bunny thing. Why she has a fascination with the bunny thing. Is this the foundational incident of her playing in the woods in Miltia and encountering strange bunny blood moon Majora?
Good enough.
Like when you like, I have foundational memories of finding fucked up shit in the woods when I was a kid, other than porn.
Yeah.
Like so, maybe this is her. Shion went to the woods and found weird stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree with that. I think that's fine. We made it to the cutscene.
Ruined Miltia, Encephalon, nature. What? Music, warmth plays as Ziggy, Momo, and Junior are also in the woods.
Yeah, we're just here.
The gang fails to address the light portal issue, reverting to previous conflicts instead. Momo's crying. She says Junior's name and he extends a hand to her shoulder, offering some comfort. Ziggy looks around and we fade to black. Meanwhile, in the same foresty area, Shion, Chaos, and Alan find a stone church in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Then Junior, Ziggy, and Momo all roll up. Shion wonders how they all got here. Junior doesn't know, explaining that everything got hazy in the Encephalon dive. This is very good writing, Chris.
It's great.
Shion calls bullshit on everyone getting pulled in, as none of them were connected. But Chris Allen has a solution.
If Cosmos Oscillation Pulse caused a countercurrent to flow through the dive unit, it's not inconceivable. The ones we use are non-contact types, after all.
Oh.
Meaning we don't have to be plugged in, it all has Wi-Fi, and we're all in the Wi-Fi range?
Okay. So we are...
No contact?
Our brain waves are being inserted into the robot, and we're playing the video game inside the robot.
Yes. A dream within a dream.
Trauma VR.
Shion calls bullshit to that, as the dive unit couldn't handle that kind of load. Chris, what kind of unit could handle your load?
Oh, a D unit.
A D unit?
Yeah.
Me as well.
Yeah.
D unit 1 through 12, actually.
Yes.
Shion thinks there would have to be some other external force. Before anyone can address what any of that means, we hear the voice of the ghost girl, now identified as Nephilim in the game.
I've been waiting a long time for all of you.
But she only appears in Shion's mind. Chris, it's Chaos who lays it out.
Regardless of how we got here, this is Cosmos mainframe. Our memories found a common resonance within her and resulted in the creation of this world. That's what it feels like to me.
So he says exactly what it is, realizes he just said too much, and said, that's how it feels to me. That's what I feel.
That's what he's been doing the whole game. It's really good writing. Like the fact that they're controlling for everything that he says,
yeah,
I think is interesting. I don't know if people are supposed to pick up on that, but I think it's neat.
Our memories found a common resonance. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I love when my memories find a common resonance. I guess that can happen when you're having a conversation and you all seem to remember something at the same time.
Yeah, you can incept someone with like a vision so powerful.
You're hanging out in an orphanage and you're like, oh shit, we used to go here.
Yeah, we were all here, man. Alan spins the propeller on his hat, says he doesn't remember even being in a place like this. Chris, why is this shit here? Cut all of this, it doesn't matter. Final Fantasy VIII, we're all in the orphanage ass shit. Okay, good.
Okay,
yeah.
It's happening.
Chaos doesn't care that I don't care, and amid some drifting landscape shots, he says,
I wonder if perhaps memories, in other words, events that occurred in the past, become stronger, more selective, and gain a higher priority when they resonate with others that share identical axes in time and space.
Yeah.
If you think about it in those terms, it isn't quite so odd that both my memories and those of Alan are not reflected here.
I like how Chaos takes the time to answer Alan's bullshit questions.
Is he the only one who does that?
Yeah, he's like, look, dude, don't... Ziggy also continues to care about this.
This world is constantly changing based on the experiences people share in time and space.
And that gives you a license to do anything? Put anything on screen?
Yeah, I mean, we've been running through spaceships and spaceships in this game, so
yeah,
you know,
spaceships and spaceships.
So this is an opportunity
stations.
for us to run through forests and churches. Which, by the way, the sign in the background that says forest left, church right is hilarious.
It's good. We need to make one of those.
I don't know why it's hilarious to me, but it is.
Find a forest next to a church and build it yourself.
Yeah.
Junior adds to it.
A world made up of our past, as glimpsed through the mind of Cosmos.
So I do like the idea of Cosmos, an AI program, remixing your world to you get to live the AI dream. But it's not stolen work from other humans. It's just the AI dream.
Yeah. We're all submitting our separate seeds, Minecraft seeds, into Cosmos, and Cosmos is generating a new seed that all has common seedness.
Yeah, and we all spread our seeds everywhere.
Curse all seed.
Curse all. So basically, we're inside a curated social media algorithm. Great.
Yeah. Another good analogy.
Do you think Cosmos is feeding us shit we need to see or shit that we like, that she thinks we'll like and want to be in? Like, is she doing this for plot or pleasure?
Oh, I think she's doing this subconsciously.
I know, but does the subconscious want us to learn something or have a good time? Or both?
I think there's a utility to it that is not necessarily congruent with any particular wants or desires or feelings, because Cosmos is a robot.
Okay, great. Doesn't have those things.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, and never for me.
Remember when Shion scanned her with the computer?
Yeah.
About the empathy thing?
Uh-huh.
Didn't work.
No empathy. Momo wonders if this is all an illusion. Shion throws down the wisdom.
There's no difference between illusion and reality to the person experiencing it. This is no illusion.
Then it hits Shion. This is what Nephilim meant when she said that everyone must accept the reality of their memories. Fade to black, we're playing the game.
Reality of our memories.
Perception is reality in this case, right? If you're living a memory, then that's what you're seeing presently, even though it's in the past. So it's our reality of the now that's in the past, present, for the future.
Especially here, yeah. I think you're right. Huh.
Old church, playable. We're in the woods with the background bird noises.
There's a portal.
We're in front of the fucking portal. I'm like, what is that? There's a disturbance in space-time. Jump into it. What'd you do? Did you jump in there?
No, I was playing and I was like, I think that just takes you back.
I don't know. I have no idea what's in there. I said, hell no.
I did check it later. It goes back to the dungeon before so that you can go back and do whatever.
Okay. I said, instead of the space portal, let's go to a place that's much safer. Church.
Yeah, a ruined church.
Church, cutscene. Ormus plays as we enter the church. We find a woman kneeling at the altar with her back turned to us. Rays of light, fading in intensity, shine on her from windows on both sides of the building.
Do you remember where we heard Ormus the first time?
The church in Pleroma.
Yep.
Right? Which is choral music, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Alan notices her first, noting her clothes, and guesses that she's a Realian. Which, good pull, dude. Momo confirms the Realianness, but senses that something else is different about this person. For the record, she appears to be a lady with white shoulder-length hair along with a lavender gold smock shirt dress thing. Alan asks Shion directly if this is based on one of her memories. Shion doesn't even look at Alan. She says nothing. Just the disrespect, Chris. Ziggy steps up to the plate, asking this lady if she's a Realian. I'm like, why is that even important at this point?
Yeah. I mean, it would be weird if a Realian was constructed within all of our memories.
That we had no memory of?
Yeah.
The woman with golden eyes responds,
Yes. My name is Febronia.
Ah, Febronia. Feb.
I came here to take...
Remember Virgil.
Feb.
There's no way for the game to do it without it being awkward. Some way for it to remind us that Virgil said Feb before he died would have been cool.
Do you think like a non-visual just echo of Feb like played in the background at 20% opacity?
Who playing this game remembers Virgil by this point in time, though?
I don't know. I feel like this game took me months because I was deep in college shit at this point and I can only play a little bit a day. So I made it last. I don't know. I don't think I picked this up the first time I played it.
Nope.
The woman with golden eyes responds,
I came to take care of this church because I longed for a place where Realians could find peace.
And that's another hint of people, mutants, whatever, who are othered are hunted by the pure humans and not given safe refuge anywhere. She wants to find peace.
So does she also, I guess she would also have to exist in the real world.
Yes, I think she had a real world existence. Absolutely. She wasn't in the neurodive.
A refuge for Realians that were trying to escape whatever.
Yeah. And as this unfolds, Febronia feels like she could be in a Nier game, I think.
Oh yeah, she does.
Shion says Febronia's name with a hint of recognition.
Febronia.
Junior's like, oh shit, you know her? We then see an extremely quick cut of Febronia being feasted upon by some creatures zombie style.
Did we know for a fact that that was Febronia being feasted upon?
That's the implication of the flashback, I think, because Junior just says you know her, and that is where Shion could have thought of Virgil saying Feb in the white light of his death.
Yeah, that's true. So Shion,
instead she thought of that.
I am looking at it now, and it is indeed Febronia. You can see her.
Yeah, it's the character model.
Yeah, you can see the character model.
I don't know. I mean, it's so fast. I'm not sure if you're meant to see that it's the same model, but I think that's the only possible implication at that point.
Yeah,
the zombie shit's kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah, we have not seen zombies eating people really to this point.
Shion looks at Febronia, and Febronia, looking at Shion, half smiles. Like, do you think Febronia knew that she just flashed back to her being devoured? And Shion was like, yeah, dude, that's me. What's up?
Oh, okay. So that is why she exists here.
Shion hesitates, but says,
I know you. I know you. But no, I don't want to remember.
To be fair, I also would not want to remember that.
Yeah, she is a sort of a repressed memory, I think, here.
Yes. Shion buries her face in her hands, and Alan makes a comforting move.
Yeah.
Shion tries to articulate her thoughts, but she flashes back to that horrific scene again, complete with flesh-devouring noises.
Yeah. Those things have...
munchers.
Baraka. Adjacent faces.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. What are those? Oh, goddamn. Baraka's race. It has an actual name.
I don't know. You want to ask FakeNet?
Yes, I do.
Initializing FakeNet.
Baraka belongs to a race of nomadic mutants called Tarkata, who populate the vast wastelands of Outworld.
Tarkarians or something? I don't know. Febronia tells Shion to follow her. With her hands folded at her waist, Febronia walks over to a door on the back left side of the church. Now Nephilim shows up and tells the gang something.
The instant you open that door, you will come face to face with yourselves. It will be an experience full of sorrow and pain, but it is, both to you and to us, a very, very important experience.
Chris, is this a very good justification for an RPG to say there is a boss fight behind a door?
Yes, I think this is excellent.
You say, do you need that or would you prefer a Dark Souls fog door?
A Dark Souls fog door would be very nice, but those haven't been invented yet, so sorry. But there is a save point right outside this door, so there's also another little tip-off if you've played games like this before.
It's just, I don't know, it's one of the more Lynchian things to me, is like a character warning of another character of instant foreboding challenges up ahead.
Yeah, good point.
Like vocalizing that, but not telling you exactly what it is.
The only way for the player to partake in the struggle is for this to be a monster.
Yeah, that's the only kind of conflict we know how to do in this game.
Yeah. Well, we know how to play cards, sort of.
Not according to this podcast. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Febronia looks at Shion and nods her head. Shion seems to smile at this gesture, but I could just be seeing things. Fade to black. Church playable.
Church playable.
Playable church.
Completely silent. An aggressive amount of light beams in, fades in and out slightly from all 6 windows. Nephilim's here, and so is a save point. I talk to Febronia. She says, now let us go, and heals all of my stuff.
Thanks.
Talk to Nephilim. From the moment you open that door, you'll have to face yourselves. Very difficult, important for you, important for us, etc. Chris, you want to walk through that door?
Let's walk through the door, Eric.
Church cutscene. Music. Anxiety plays as thunder crashes and retreated to a horror cam zoom shot through a long, dark hallway. We can see blood spatter on the walls every time lightning crashes.
Wow. Did not notice that. It's
Alan
pretty good.
says something hilarious.
He says,
This is inside of the chief's soul?
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that? Nephilim clarifies.
This is the Acute Neurosis Treatment Facility. A place you know well.
Acute. Well, I hate when my neurosis is
It's so
is
acute, you need a treatment facility.
But we're learning about Shion's mother here.
Shion tells us why. The room where Mom was hospitalized. Nephilim confirms, yes, a place where painful, sorrowful memories linger. I wonder, can you face them?
Not a great place for you to let the zombies out.
No, absolutely not. Unless that's like part of your trauma therapy, like electroshock, but you got to face your zombie enemies head on.
Yeah. And I'm sort of surprised that we're not having to go through like a church dungeon where we have to fight the individual zombies before the zombies start merging.
I bet that was part of the playbook.
Maybe.
We then flash to some bodies. Shion's dad, I assume, is leaning up against the wall, but slumped over with a blood stain behind his head. We then cut to a lady, I guess Mom, face down on the ground with her left hand raised. Then we go to little Shion, tucked safely in bed. Shion does the oh my word pose, just as the ghosts of scary monsters appear, the same ones that were devouring Febronia. I think this is appropriately scary. These monsters have praying mantis-like blade arms. Their mouths are open as they howl gargle. And their flesh is translucent white, color of those sea creatures that live in water without light.
Yeah.
A pack of these things gather in the center of the room. Then they start fucking stabbing each other, beginning to combine.
I love when things eat amongst themselves.
Like, I love robots forming larger robots, but it's way cooler when it's organic shit doing that.
Yeah. I agree.
Suddenly, the horror is transferred. Junior starts his own flashback.
Yeah.
We're in some kind of industrial facility, a big tower with metal mesh doors. A small white-haired boy is knelt down, villainously giggling over something. Junior says what we already know.
Albedo.
Even at a young age, Albedo had a penchant for the dramatic, Chris.
The song is mirror, mirror on the wall, show me, define me. I am the infinite telomerase. I am not an anti-existence. I am the perfect chain.
What does that mean? Do we want to look that up or let the FakeNet look it up?
FakeNet looked that up.
Okay.
Initializing FakeNet.
The boy has realized he is immortal. The infinite chain. A Mobius strip. Mirror Mirror is a reference to Disney's Snow White and the Evil Queen.
I don't know. Do you think it's a vocab word for this game? I don't think it...
No, I doubt it.
Initializing FakeNet.
The in-game database states telomerase is an enzyme that restores and extends telomeres, the protein complex at the ends of a chromosome.
So there's a lot there, but there's the word telomerase. Enzyme responsible for the maintenance of the length of telomeres by addition of guanine-rich repetitive sequences. Telomerase is actively exhibited in gametes and stem and tumor cells.
Okay, so he's like the...
I have no fucking idea what that means.
Is he
other than tumor?
Like a cancerous
side effect on biology?
Well, he is they are the retroviruses, right?
Yeah, the fucked up URTVs.
Yes, I'm the ultimate virus.
The alpha and omega viruses.
Humans aren't the real virus. I'm the motherfucking real virus.
That's a great line. It should have been said in this game. Anyway, I hope that clears it up for you, Chris.
Thanks.
Alan notices both Junior and Shion are dissociating, both standing back to back, and he wonders what's wrong with them. Music, Omega, plays as Alan's attention diverts to the fleshy mass of fucked up shit forming on all of those monster boy bodies.
Monster boy bodies.
Monster boy bodies.
Chris, this is Tiamat, and it's our next boss battle.
Yes, from Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah, I was like, oh good, Tiamat. Oh, it's not a cool dragon, but a red quadruped with circle spinny elbow arms, a saucer neck, and 3 horned crown.
Yeah, his arms kind of look like they're non-organic, but they are organic. So I hate to invoke Evangelion again, but it's very angel-esque from Evangelion. Biblically accurate Tiamat here.
Scary.
Yeah.
I brought chaos. Whenever I do anything with chaos, it casts confusion on chaos. Fuck me.
I think that's like, I don't know.
Random.
At least 2 of my characters got confused during this battle. It's a very difficult battle.
It reacts to Shion's consciousness and does a 200 HP group attack called Ruined Earth. Please, sir, stop hitting me with this Ruined Earth.
Yeah, so did you figure out the trick here, or were you able to brute force it?
I brute forced and read about the trick later.
Tell me what the trick is, because I never looked the trick up. I just tried to figure it out while I was playing the game.
You're supposed to deal the killing blow with Junior, then when it revives itself, deal the second killing blow with Shion, or vice versa, because they're sharing a consciousness. One has to deal the killing blow one time, one has to deal the killing blow the other time.
And the thing about him taking those reaction turns is that if Junior or Shion takes a turn within one turn of Tiamat.
Good sentence.
Yeah, I know, fucking hell. He does those reaction things, but also he can boost up and just do it anyway.
Yeah, so you got to save your boost to outboost him.
You can, but he can still override your boosts.
Damn it.
So it sucks because you can figure out the trick and feel confident that you figured out what the pattern is, but still be fucked.
Be well. Be fucked.
And because of that, I lost this battle 2 or 3 times.
Xenosaga, for having relatively smooth dungeons, I mean, there's some annoying parts and battles take forever, but the boss battles are really just inflictions of pain that the game didn't really... I mean, you've been hinted this is a shared world for Junior and Shion, but like very rarely does the narrative prove out and battle mechanics in a way that is easy to understand.
Yeah.
Like Nephilim could have been more explicit rather than her Lynchian precursor.
And so I was having some trouble with this after dying a couple times, so I pulled out my Brady Games guide.
Yes, what did it say?
The first line said, "Get in your eggs."
Oh.
Eggs!
And I didn't because I have not upgraded those things this entire game, I don't think, so I had to figure it out other ways. So
No, those are unnecessary.
I did find that like once Shion got knocked out, I just let her be dead for a while so that I only had to deal with reactions to one of the characters.
That would give me too much anxiety to have one dead character.
And I was able to revive her and bring her back. I did have to use up all my revive DXs.
Good. You can buy more, right? That's not an item you can just...
I have no idea. I only had 2, so I figured I don't know. It was difficult. It was probably the most difficult battle that I've had in this game.
It is an indictment of the capitalist system of this game that it's like, yo, we have invented things that will bring you back to life.
Yes.
But those are going to cost about $3,000.
Yes, it's
so
fine.
You know.
It's all good. This battle... in total, took me quite a while in real time, but like when I was at the scene at the end, my clear time was 21 minutes and 38 seconds. Now, I was streaming, so I was kind of stopping and narrating and talking to people and stuff like that, so I was going a little slow, but it was still a long goddamn time.
Yeah. Time of your life, though, right?
But when I did win, I felt really good about it, and I let the experience and the money tick without pressing the button. I just let
it all go.
I let it go, and
you
heard
earned
the sounds, and I felt good about it.
Yeah.
So. It was a nice little moment of RPG perseverance that I haven't had in quite some time.
Let's finish this off real quick. My guy dissolves, and the darkness of space swirls with ethereal energy. Pink strands of energy surround Shion, and she screams in terror. They start fucking with Junior. He, like Shion, grabs his head and screams. The scene ends with one of those pink energy swirls racing into the screen, fade to black. We're engulfed in ethereal madness, Chris.
Ethereal madness. That's transporting us to Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yep. It's the end of the game.
Are we stopping there?
I think so. What do you think?
No, that's fine. We could start with the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 scene.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Lonely tree in a
Oh, the Yggdrasil?
Huh?
Yggdrasil?
No, an actual lonely ass tree in the middle of a green field and blue skies.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's a lot of that in Xenoblade 2. That's all I remember about that game.
The world tree.
No, just a tree.
No, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up shit happening here, so we'll get to that next time. But until then, let's check with the Real Net.
Initializing RealNet.
Hello, Real Net. Good to see you once again. Cliff Racer says, side note, but I suspect the Utic enemies in this area, this is in the Encephalon dive, are a reference to the Durlwanger Brigade, an infamous SS division made up of criminals, and the Kubelwagen, which was basically the Nazi Jeep. Because remember that the helicopter was called the Kubel.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that Nazis had criminal squad. I mean, of course,
they had suicide squads and Thunderbolts and everything, yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome.
The original Marvel.
I wonder if that was a late period World War II thing when they were kind of running out of guys.
Oh, who knows? They might have started with that shit.
Yeah.
John Doe says, don't forget to snag that sick card that one dude said led him to a life of gambling from inside the jungle gym.
Was it a PM card, maybe? Oh,
yeah.
I don't think we mentioned that, though.
Yeah, we talked to the guy. This guy gave us a long, drawn-out story in the casino about how he lost a sick card that one time. And then we could find it here. Cliff Racer believes that these were those scenes of Shion blowing the head off, that Kevin was killed, then Shion no-scoped the archetype.
We didn't get that, though, right? Where Shion killed it again? We just saw it kill Kevin.
We saw her blow the head off, then we saw it kill Kevin.
And she blew it off again?
No, I think Cliff Racer's theory is that those events were chronologically opposite.
I see.
John Doe says, I love it when mysterious ghost girls tell me to stop repressing my tragic past.
Like, that always happens to me when I'm eating dinner, like at the worst possible, most inconvenient time.
Absolutely. We had a ghost girl in Parasite Eve, like Ghost Sister.
Yeah, wasn't that that wasn't Aya, was it? Or was it just like her sister that died young?
I think so. John Doe also says, we've had a lot of hints that Chaos knows more than he's saying, but this is the first time we get confirmation that he's involved with whatever scenario bullshit is going on.
Do you think, according to your theory, whenever someone asks Chaos a question like that, he makes up an answer that becomes retroactively true? Like whatever he says just becomes what happened?
Oh, that supports my theory of him materializing.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, he can just rewrite the past with ease.
Probably. John Doe says the dungeons in this game definitely feel like actual fucking places, which I agree with.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, they don't feel, well, yeah.
John Doe says, I think Shion remembers this fucked up bunny from her childhood. He's like a weird park mascot robot or something. But WP also points out that he's the mascot of the UMN network stuff. So
yeah,
that's where he...
And your keychain.
Yeah.
That'd be like if one of the insurance mascots, Mayhem, Flo, Shaq, whichever one you want, just ends up becoming the model for your internet service. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. John Doe says, I'm a big fan of Kuldeka Method warning you that there's an upcoming boss fight with some fucked up horror beyond imagining by just dropping the incredibly understated something isn't right when you enter a room.
Did he reference Kuldeka?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Mel Cosmic Crown also points out there is a prairie with lonely tree, blue skies and clouds in Vagrant Story as well.
When I think of Vagrant Story in color, that's the only scene that I can see.
Yeah, it's probably why it's so stark. All right, RealNet, thank you for joining us on this fine Saturday afternoon. We'll see you on the next episode of Retrograde Amnesia. This episode was recorded on December 9th, 2023. You can reach us by email at podcast@retrogradeamnesia.com, Twitter, RetroAmnesiaPod, Blue Sky, Retrograde Amnesia, probably, maybe, who knows. Also, you can like, subscribe, all that stuff on YouTube.
Numbers going up is awesome. That's what happens.
Yeah, and that's also where I'll be doing some streaming for my Xenosaga playthrough and other games that we may be covering as well. And you can go to patreon.com/retroam to get access to bonus episodes, miniseries, and, of course, access to the chat room. I mean, RealNet. Thank you, Mark, for the introductory music.
I think that's it. I think you got to end on top.
And thank you to WorldSyn for the podcast artwork. Until next time, Eric.
Yes, we'll watch Cosmos roll up with an Angel Wing Translucent Neon Hell Hang Glider Angel Jetpack.
As always. And now you may go back to sleep.
Sayonara, baby!
Okay, I'm going to eat a sandwich really quick.
That's good. While you do that, can I entertain you with a game that I thought up?
Yeah, sure.
You don't have to talk a lot. So I was in court for 5 days for jury service.
Mm-hmm.
And one, it was interesting. It was the first time in my life I had to drive downtown every day for a job. That shit sucks.
Yeah. As somebody who did that for like 4 or 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. There was a lot of gasoline, a lot of traffic. It was upsetting. I didn't have time for shit last week. So in the jury deliberation room, Chris, this is a government-funded thing where the government has, everything around there was paid for by the government, by our taxes. There was some amenities in the room. There was a big plastic tub of Folgers coffee. What do you think the expiration date on that coffee was? I'll give you a hint. Before anyone checked it, someone made the coffee and spit it out immediately. Then someone else said it can't be that bad, and then they also spit it out immediately.
I want to say 2019.
That's when you think it expired?
Yeah.
The correct answer is 2018.
Wow. Okay. Because I want to pick a pre-pandemic date.
Yeah. It's been there since then. Next question for you, and you can contemplate this while you eat. I'm sorry to make you talk while you've got sandwich mouth. We got a laptop to review optical media, which police cams and 911 calls were burned to. They gave us a laptop to view this on. In your head, what is the condition of this laptop?
Worse than that PS2 right there.
So you think 90s laptop?
Oh, you mean like what
kind of laptop are we looking at here?
We're looking at one that is like 7 pounds.
Yes.
Okay.
7 pounds. Take another bite. Think about it.
Is it a Gateway?
Yes, it was a Gateway.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
Yeah. They weighed about 7 pounds. We opened it and there was a login that we didn't have on Windows Vista. And once we did get the login from the sheriff, the first notice we saw on the computer, what do you think that was? What do you not want to see on your laptop?
Porn?
It's a good guess, but actually, I want to see that on my laptop, Chris.
Well, I mean, like
the government laptop.
You don't want to see it on the government's laptop.
Somebody's just been jerking off.
It might be some fucked up shit.
No, it was notice saying this version of Windows was not legitimate.
Wait, how did you notice that?
It was a pop-up that said this version of Windows is not genuine.
Oh, it was a pop-up that said that. Okay.
So the best we could put together is this laptop was like confiscated or something. And then the optical drive we were given to review the footage didn't work. But also in the room was a CRT with a built-in DVD player that we could use to review the footage. Anyway, there's several interesting things about doing a murder trial, but that's one that I think everyone can appreciate is the state of things down there.
There's probably no government workers that basically do things like I do, where I like read about the new tech that the company has bought and then figure out a ways to implement it so that everything's always current.
Even though like a vital role for any company,
even though I'm often like, wow, this shit's so old. Why are we doing it? Let's get rid of it. And it takes forever to do it. But like, I would imagine that's better than having no one to do it.
Yeah. Having no one to do it and like trying to use VLC player on trying to copy the file from the CD to the desktop.
What you're saying is that retrograde amnesia is more advanced than our local government.
Yes.
I really like Sriracha, by the way. Sriracha's the best.
They're the people that make it like fucked up and have been able to produce much. You know, that bottle with the rooster on it?
Yeah.
You can't buy that anymore. Like they cut some fucked up. I forgot most of the details, but like they couldn't source one ingredient. That's why it's not at the grocery stores anymore. They haven't made it in like a year.
Oh, I got some recently.
Maybe it's back.
I don't know if it's the rooster bottle though.
Oh no, I'm talking about rooster bottle. Imitators will not be accepted.
Okay.
Do you want to ask about hot sounds or?
Yeah. Yeah. If you're a patron, which you are if you're listening to this right now, then that episode is out.
Is episode 2 out?
It's coming out on Wednesday, I think.
This Wednesday, okay.
You want to hear some hot sounds?
Yes.
Oh yeah, what about, Mel says, what about Hayachi?
Because there is a man older than Hayachi. Jinpachi is even older, so I don't consider Hayachi to be like an old man. Plus, we knew him when he was a young man.
Hayachi's too ripped to be considered an old man.
Yeah, and he's too diapered up. You know what I mean? Like regular old men don't wear diapers. I mean, Hayachi is an old man. I respect that, but I'm just saying, like, he's not the oldest man in Tekken. Even Wang is older than Hayachi. Yoshimitsu probably is too. Let's not even think about that right now.
Yeah.
So the commercial I see that has Baby King Kong is not the Godzilla movie that's in with. Is he not teaming up with I don't know anything about Godzilla.
Okay, so the one that you saw with King Kong,
the commercial that's on TV now.
Okay, that is the Western Godzilla film. There is a Japanese Godzilla film out right now.
Okay.
And it is a tremendously good movie. You should see it as soon as possible.
Well, if you get your previous Godzilla Blu-ray back from Kyle from 5 years ago,
I'm going there today.
Watch the prequel. Are you
going
to retrieve it?
It's not related. It's not related.
There's no unified Godzilla theory. Each Godzilla is an individual, unique Godzilla.
This is Godzilla -1. It's called -1.
But it has nothing to do with Shin Godzilla.
No.
Okay.
Shin Godzilla takes place in like the 2010s.
As an American trained on franchises and recurring characters throughout media, I am led to believe that all Godzilla is just one Godzilla.
No, this one takes place at the conclusion of World War II. It's a very good movie.
Cool. Just like Akira.
It's tremendous. You should see it in the theaters.
Is that never mind.
Yes, it's possible. They just extended their theatrical run for a few weeks because it's doing well. People are seeing it.
Maybe if I'm not selected for a trial next week, I can do that in the middle of my day.
Do it.
Mouths are open as they howl gargle.
No, is this the
Golden Eyes responds. Did I already say this? No, I didn't.
No.
Yes, my name is Febronia. No, it's actually the Acute Neurosis Treatment Facility. But then the rabbit grabs the can, runs to the rabbit house, which has no roof. I've said this already.
Shit.
February.
All you must accept are the entirety of your memory. All of you must accept the entirety of your memories.
Humans aren't the real virus. I'm the motherfucking real virus.